Well, okay, yes. They have yam in your village. There are a lot of people that are from your village and Port Harcourt. They do not see that as an asset because they are not thinking in our own system. But you have this in your village, you have the knowledge, you have the contacts, you have the information on how to get that yam and bring it here. That is an asset. So when you find out, when you see your own personal possessions or your assets, next thing is you look for problems that people have. What challenges? What challenges can these assets solve? When you find these challenges, then you come up with a solution. And when you come up with this solution, you convince them to patronize your own idea. That is trade, and that is this course. I've just described this course in 4 sentences. However, it is not that simple. I've just given you the general course. Now we are going to look at it step by step. What is the exact way we can make this thing to happen? However, in case you forget in the exam hall, this is all you can remember. Everything about this course is identify your assets, identify people's problems, come up with a solution, convince them to patronize the solution, and then repeat again and keep on doing it over and over again. You don't remember anything in this course, and you remember that one, and you can drill it into your score. There's no way you fail the exam. Unless you get E, but you will not fail. You will not come back and receive the course. So if you only memorize that one and don't come to my class again, you are good to go. Now we are going to now break it down and look at all the intricate steps, because it's a simple thing, but it's not that simple. If it was that simple, everybody will listen to this video and become a billionaire. There are so many aspects to it, and I have developed a system which I call the 7 P's. The 7 P's. Now, why have I, or how did this system come about? I have taught this class for so many years. This system now is my own system that I developed. I developed it for many years of practicing entrepreneurship, many years of helping people to start business, many years of teaching. At the end of the day, I realized that if you follow this 7P process, you are good to go. And you can be able to beat your chest and say that I will do a business and this business will succeed and I'll make X amount of money by the end of the month. And you'll be very confident about that. When you follow these 7 P's, I can beat my chest and tell you 100%. If you can understand it and follow it, you can never ever be broke, or you can never be poor, because it will help you to know how to make money from trade by pattern. And I've already talked about the first one, which is the possession. I don't need to talk about that one again. But now we are going to go to the second P. The first P is possession. What do you have? You have done that. Second P is problem. Now, when we talk about problems fall into different categories. A lot of people think that people buy. That reminds me. Somebody should get me water. Products, and not usually because of the only problem they have is the only thing that product is providing. There are some people who, let me use bottled water for example. There are many reasons or many problems that you will have that will make you to buy bottled water. Bottled water has different prices in different places, and it solves different problems in different places. So a bottle of water, bottled water is not the same, doesn't solve the same problem everywhere you go. If you go to Presidential, who has been there before? Presidential Hotel, or any of these very big hotels, one bottle of water there is 5,000. Yes. If you want to buy, you buy. If you don't want to buy, you go. If you complain, they will chase you out. Yes. Yes, very, very small water. They are not begging. Okay, say 6K now. See big boys that are going there. And I know when I went there, when I'm talking about 5K, that was back in the days. Now, why is it 5,000? Somebody buying bottled water and Presidential, what problem is he really solving? If it was just about test, Why won't he buy pure water? If I give you pure water in presidential hotel in the public, where everybody is sitting down, I bring one tray with pure water to you, and I give it to you in presidential hotel. Will you take? You do. Yeah, I know that I'll do like I don't know you. Me that drink pure water in my house, but in presidential, I'll be like, it's not me that ordered. It's another person, and I'll deny you, and maybe later I'll block you somewhere else. I will collect it and drink, because in that environment, it's not just about tests. What are some other problems you'll be solving? Yes. Okay. Yes. Somebody can now say, okay, like I do this sometimes. This thing you're talking about is, I'm tired. I'm on the road. I'm fighting bus driver. I just say, for what now? Is it that my own is my own that bad? Let me just go and take small. And I want to go to a very nice place. So I will go there, and those people know that I'm coming there for the environment. If they make that water 2,000, what will happen? You start seeing bus driver. When they finish, when heat is doing that too much, they'll park there, they'll come down, come and start sitting down there to collect it. You will start seeing people come to charge phone. But is it true? Now, that environment is designed for bigger boys and bigger ladies who want to come and relax. And that water now is just like an excuse. You don't feel like taking anything like soft drink. It's just like your ticket to come and relax in the place. It's an excuse to sit down there and enjoy yourself. Now, why am I talking about this? We're talking about types of problems. Different types of problems. Somebody will look at a bottled water and say that bottled water has only one problem that it solves. People who drink water because they are thirsty. I have seen a bottle of bottled water that is 15,000. Yes. There's a Pierre something water. It's like a designer kind of 15,000 naira for one bottle. Yes. 15,000. They sell it in clubs, and it's just water. It is water with sparkling water. That's what they call it. Just water with some fizz. It is not designed to solve the problem of thirst. What is it solving? Why would somebody buy water of 15,000? Why would somebody buy water of 15,000? Yeah? The same reason, okay, why would somebody buy champagne? I went somewhere and somebody gave me one bottle of champagne. And then before that time, I have already looked at the menu in that place. And one bottle of champagne is 60,000. So I called the person serving. I asked whether I can return the bottle, and they'll give me the cash. That I don't want it again. And they said no. If they will return, they will give the cash. They will give the cash back to the person who bought it and not to me. But I said no now. But why? Let us do business. What makes somebody to go and buy a bottle of champagne for 60,000 now? Yes. So as a businessman, yes, you are very correct. As a businessman now, you are thinking of making money from people's problems. And then you go to a club, because what I'm trying to do in this class is to change your way of thinking about money. Many of you say that there is no money, there is no opportunity, there is no business to do. That is because of the way your brain is thinking. So the money is looking at you, staring you right in the face. You can't see it because you don't understand the different categories of problems. Somebody who is in a club, or it's not even just clubs, you have some VIP tables. in some very big occasions when you see those bottles of water are talking about 15,000. When you see the Dangote is coming to visit a particular place, it's not, they won't come and give him Ignatius water now, because it will spoil their it will spoil their brand. When he comes and sit down there, what he wants to see is the kind of water that nobody is drinking. So the people who are manufacturing that water, they're not manufacturing it for satisfying just taste. What are they doing it for? They are using it to answer a question. You know that there are some places where you go, the way you dress is how they will address you. The way you dress. I went to buy an iPhone somewhere, not for me. I cannot use iPhone. I went to buy iPhone for somebody, and I walked in there. I was coming from a car, so I was wearing my pants, slippers with shorts and t-shirt. And I went into the shop and I asked for the iPhone, and they said they don't have iPhone. But I know that they have iPhone in place. But they refused to attend to me. They said they don't have. And we started quarreling. And they said I should leave the place. And it started becoming an issue. I'm like, is it because of the way is it because of how you look at me? And then after plenty talk, they said, okay, no problem. They now went and brought out the iPhones, and then they were frowning their face and they were just doing anyhow,